What's up, Unstoppable Squad? Today we have another AEW full show results coming you guys' way. This one is Title Tuesday full show results. This contains spoilers. Tonight's special episode of AEW Dynamite Title Tuesday was broadcasted live from the Cable Durham Arena in Independence, MO. And just to let you guys all know, I have posted my NXT full show results, so you guys can go check that out as well. In reports, I seen a fan was spotted watching NXT and AEW. So Excalibur and Tony Schiavone and the Human Suplex Machine, Taz, were the broadcast team for tonight's event. It's Tuesday night, and you know what that means. Ring of Honor World and New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Open Weight title match. Eddie Kingston versus Minoru Suzuki. Suzuki invited Kingston to chop him. Kingston took the straps down, and Suzuki exchanged chops to the chest, blistering one another. Suzuki blasted Kingston with a forearm, knocking him to the mat and stunning him. Kingston on a roller skates, said Excalibur. Kingston fired himself up and plastered Suzuki with a stiff chop. He followed up with a rapid machine gun style chops to Suzuki chest. Kingston backed Suzuki into the corner with more chops. Backstage, Jeff Jarrett, Karen Jarrett, Sanjay Dutt, Jay Lethal, and Santoma Scene were watching on the monitor. After a Northern Lights powerbomb, Kingston grabbed the pin on Suzuki and retained the title. AEW President and CEO Tony Khan made an appearance backstage and advised that Jon Moxley hasn't been medically cleared for tonight's match. FTW champion Hook interrupted along with Orange Cassidy, and Hook instated Orange Cassidy fill in for Mox. Tony Khan agreed and made the match official between Orange Cassidy and AEW International Champion Rey Fenix. Buy-in concluded, and AEW Dynamite Title Tuesday kicked off with TNT Champion Christian Cage appearing from inside the production truck. Christian says this is without a doubt the biggest AEW Dynamite ever. Title Tuesday. And how fitting is it that the first thing you see is Christian Cage? And there are serious implications for my title tonight, with Swerve Strickland and Bryan Danielson squaring off to determine who will face me this Sunday on Collision. In the main event, my right hand of destruction is going to end the run of Adam Copeland's before it even gets started. But before that match, I may have to walk out and elaborate on those 3 words I left you hanging with last week. And as the face of TNT, the face of Warner Brothers Discovery, I've the first 30 minutes of Dynamite commercial free. You're welcome. Now start the show. Your number 1 contenders match for the TNT Championship. The Magul Embassy, Swerve Strickland versus American Dragon Bryan Danielson, There was a stalemate early on. Danielson tried for a knee bar, but Swerve escaped Swerve slapped Danielson in the face, and Danielson fired back with a slap to Swerve. After each man reversed cradles from the other, it was clear they were evenly matched. The fans began to chant, "This is awesome! This is awesome!" Danielson booted Swerve in the jaw. They traded strikes on the apron. Swerve nailed Danielson with side slam on the corner of the ring. Danielson came up clutching his back. Swerve power slammed Danielson and then transitioned into a brainbuster for a near fall on the American Dragon. Swerve then went for a 450 splash, but Danielson raised his knees. Danielson rocked Swerve with a jumping knee strike off the apron. Danielson drop kicked Swerve from the top turnbuckle. Danielson clocked Swerve with a repeated round kicks. Danielson charged off the ropes, but Swerve connected with a kick to the body. Swerve positioned Danielson on the corner of the ring, hanging him by the feet and legs. Swerve crashed down on Danielson with a double foot stomp. Swerve went for another foot stomp inside the ring, but Danielson countered with a single leg crab. Danielson transitioned into a heel hook, but Swerve managed to grab the bottom rope. Danielson back suplexed Swerve from the top turnbuckle. Danielson was clutching his surgically repaired arm. Danielson captured Swerve's wrist and hammered the face of Swerve with kicks. Danielson applied the low bell lock, but Swerve used his leg to get to the bottom rope and forced the break. Danielson was setting up to charge at Swerve, running first into the turnbuckle to gather speed, but upon impact he collapsed, holding on to his midsection. Swerve capitalized with the house call. Swerve jumped down with the Swerve stomp on Danielson, but Danielson kicked out at 2. Excalibur and Taz speculated that Danielson injured his liver. Prince Nana distracted the referee while Swerve went to grab the crown that Nana left behind. Hangman Adam Page grabbed it out of Swerve's hand. Danielson went for the running knee, but Swerve tried to counter with the GML driver. But Danielson countered that with a cradle, but Swerve kicked out. Danielson went back to the wishing well again and smashed Swerve with the running knee strike and pinned Swerve. I thought it was tapping him out. This Saturday on Collision, it'll be Christian defending the TNT Championship against Bryan Danielson. Swerve and Prince Nana sneered at Hangman Adam Page after the match. A vintage aired for Ring of Honor television champion Samoa Joe. This Saturday at Collision, I begin my road to AEW World Championship Gold. I'll show the world why I am violence. Manifest. Domination made flesh. Why I am the man who goes out there and takes what he wants from anybody he wants to. This Saturday at Collision, I begin my ascension toward the greatness. Powerhouse Hobbs with Don Callis versus Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho and Hobbs slugged it out. Hobbs got the upper hand. Hobbs nailed Jericho with a spinebuster for a near fall. Hobbs grounded and pounded Jericho and then delivered a second spine buster. Hobbs hoisted up Jericho and delivered him with a third spine buster. Hobbs headbutted Jericho right between the eyes. Hobbs hits another spine buster on Jericho. Don Callis yelled, "Hurt him, hurt him." Hobbs planted Jericho with a another spine buster. Jericho cradled his midsection. Jericho fought back with shoulder tackles. Jericho connected with a codebreaker on Hobbs for a 2 count. Hobbs fired back with another spine buster. Jericho chop blocked Hobbs. Jericho applied the walls on Hobbs, sitting back deep. Hobbs escaped and slammed Jericho. Hobbs hammered Jericho with punches. Hobbs spiked Jericho with another slam. Hobbs put his knees on Jericho's face and pinned him. I've never seen Jericho dominated quite like this, said Excalibur. Powerhouse Hobbs just decimated one of the greatest ever in Chris Jericho, said Taz. What a victory, replied Tony Schiavone, and what a recruit for the Don Callis family, added Excalibur. After the match, Hobbs picked up Jericho and planted him hard onto the mat again. Footage was shown from earlier in the day from Roderick Strong's humble abode. Roderick Strong was in his backyard with the Kingdom and Adam Cole. Adam Cole said he'd been there nearly a week, needed to get his surgery done, but wanted to know what else Roddy wanted him to do. Strong, I need you to cut my grass. Cole mowed the lawn on one leg while the other leg was on his injury mobility scooter. They went back into the house and Cole said he thought it was weird that there was no service and no TV in the house. He wanted to see what his friend MJF was up to. Strong, TV is the devil. The absolute devil, okay? But you're on TV there, buddy. Cole wanted to leave to get surgery, but Strong said he needed just one more thing. AEW International Championship match. Rey Fenix with Alex versus freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Orange charged at Rey Fenix and dished out forearms. Rey Fenix fired back with lariats. Fenix was looking for a German suplex, but his back gave out. Fenix cracked Orange with a thrust kick. Fenix hit a frog splash for a near fall, wrestling with purpose and trying to end the match quickly. When you're hurting, you want to end it quickly, said Taz. Outside of the ring, Orange Cassidy whipped Rey Fenix into the steel guardrail. Orange rammed Rey Fenix into the steel ring post. Orange swept out Rey's leg. Orange climbed to the top turnbuckle, but Rey Fenix hit him with a flying uppercut. Rey Fenix was looking for a muscle buster, but his back gave out. Orange countered with a diving DDT and then DDT'd him for a 2 count on Rey Fenix. Orange tried for the orange punch, but Rey Fenix countered with a thrust kick. Rey Fenix tried to charge at Orange, but his back gave out again. Orange Cassidy blasted Rey Fenix with a beach break for a near fall. Orange plumpled Rey Fenix with the orange punch, and after tying him up in the mousetrap, Orange Cassidy pinned Rey Fenix. And once again, AEW International Champion Orange Cassidy, the best friends Rocky Ramone and Hook came out to congratulate Orange Cassidy. Wardlow versus Matt Sydal. Excuse me. Wardlow ran at Seidel and rammed him into the turnbuckles. Wardlow powerbombed Seidel. He powerbombed Seidel again, and then again. Wardlow powerbombed Seidel again, and the referee stopped the match, declaring Wardlow the winner. Renee was backstage trying to get a medical update on Chris Jericho. Daniel Garcia came to check on Jericho. Matt Menard grabbed Garcia by the shoulder and said, "What are you doing?" Garcia said, I am being a human. I'm checking on somebody that we cared about." Menard said, "I've had just about enough. We're better than this. We're better than this now." Menard walked away, and then Garcia followed. Bullet Club Gold's Switchblade, Jay White versus Ring of Honor World's Six-Man Tag Team Champion, Hangman Adam Page. Switchblade came out wearing the AEW World Championship title. Bullet Club Gold rode out on big wheels. "He stole that title from MJF," said Taz. "No shit there, Taz." Hangman flew over the top rope and landed on Jay White on the ring outside the ring of the ring. Back in the ring, Jay White grabbed a chin lock on Page. They traded strikes. Jay White took down Adam Page with a dragon screw leg whip. Hangman caught Switchblade and drilled him with a Death Valley driver. Page sent White soaring with a fallaway slam and followed up with a standing moonsault for a near fall. Hangman powerbombed Jay White on the apron. "That was a thud right there," said Taz. Jay White suplexed Adam Page into the turnbuckles. White drilled Page with a knee breaker right on the apron. Hangman came back with a blockbuster off the apron, off the top rope, but Page was clutching his knee after the landing. Jay White connected with a Uranagi for a near fall. Hangman dropped Jay White with a rolling elbow. Hangman was looking for the buckshot lariat, but Jay White countered with a dragon screw. Hangman guillotined Jay White on the top rope. Hangman nailed Jay White with a moonsault on the arena floor. Back in the ring, Jay White lured Hangman in and rocked him with a German suplex. Jay White blocked Hangman. Page got to his feet and wobbled Jay White with a lariat. Hangman went for a buckshot, but Jay White tried to counter with the Blade Runner, but Page countered with a dead eye. Bullet Club Gold panicked outside the ring. Page covered White, but White kicked out at 2. Bullet Club Gold distracted the referee while Prince Nana crept up with his crown in his hand. Hangman saw Prince Nana and turned his attention toward him. But Jay White grabbed a handful of Page's tights and rolled him up and pinned him. After the match, an enraged Hangman limped up the ramp and tried to catch up with the retreating Prince Nana. AEW World Champion MJF came out to the ramp. MJF says, "Cut my music. Look at me, Jay White. You wanted the main event match, bright lights, full gear for the world title? You got it. You're welcome. Now give me back my title, man. Be a man." Jay White says, "We don't want to hear any more from MJF. No, we want to hear from J-A-Y. Your scumbag wants the Triple B. You want the Bang Bang belt? I was going to say yes until you were so rude so the answer is no." MJF says, I'll be the bigger man here, Jay. I know you because I was you. You are the guy who doesn't give a damn about anybody else. You will use and abuse people. You and I both know, and you don't care about any of those three in the Bullet Club Gold. You are using them, and I know because that is right out of the MJF playbook. He's got a point. For the first time in my life, I have earned the respect of these fans. Now, Jay White, there are two things in this life I care about. My brother, Adam Cole, who is out right now, injured. And that's my cross to bear. So this is pretty much... I'm just thinking about it now. This must be like all staged. You know, I thought Adam Cole was actually injured. So this is all planned out. So, and there is that title you're holding, you call it a belt. That's not a belt. That is my livelihood. That is my legacy. Because when you win the AEW World title, that makes you the best wrestler in the world. Jay, if you weren't surrounded by those idiots, I would have already taken back what's mine. Jay White, I know how talented you are. I am sure someday you will join the very exclusive club of being an AEW World Champion. However, that day is not today. Do you understand me? So I'm going to ask you to do the hard thing for once in your life. Dig deep, be a man, show some dignity to this sport, to AEW, and to these fans, and give me back what you have not yet earned. Jay White says, you're just coming out here and asking me to give it back to you? How is that earning it? Thank you for coming out here and asking me nicely, and thank you for coming out and asking me nicely instead of jumping me from behind in your cute little devil mask. But you're just asking for this. You can't just ask for this. You must earn it. Officially, and you have a match coming up November 18th at Full Gear. You'll get your chance, but you'll fail. But if you can't be patient, you could just come down and take it. But something tells me with us 5 here and you don't have no friends, but if you can find 3 friends who can tolerate you, you can come with your 4 against the Bang Bang Gang, and if you can win, maybe you'll get the Bang Bang belt back. Juice Robinson and MJF, before you leave, I heard through the grapevine that next week there is an Dynamite Diamond Dozen Battle Royale for a chance to win that stupid ring that you care about so much. So throw my name in, because I'm going to win that Battle Royale, and I'm going to win that ring, and we're going to take away everything you love. And I've got a roll of quarters here with your name on it. So after we ruin your life, MJF says, hey, you come at me with that roll of quarters and I'm going to end your life. Next, we have AEW Women's World Championship match. Saraya as your champion versus Hikaru Shida. Saraya shoved at Shida. Shida turned Saraya around and battered her with forearms. Shida scored with a running knee strike. Shida rocked Saraya with a rising knee strike outside the ring. Someone dressed all in black tried to ambush Sheeta. They were holding a can of spray paint. It was Ruby Soho. Sheeta turned the can around and sprayed Ruby Soho in the eyes. Soho ran up the ramp, but timeless Tony Storm was there, clobbering her with the shoe. Tony Storm chased Ruby Soho over the guardrail and through the fans. Sheeta drilled Saraya with a jumping knee strike. Sheeta hammered Saraya with punches. She followed up with a missile dropkick for a near fall on Saraya. Saraya yanked Sheeta by the wrist, sending Sheeta tumbling onto the edge of the ring. Sheeta stunned Saraya with a stalling German suplex on the ring apron. She followed up with a meteor off the apron onto Saraya. Sheeta rammed Saraya with a running knee for a near fall. Sheeta clocked Saraya with a question mark kick. Sheeta climbed to the top turnbuckle and Saraya countered with a thrust kick. Saraya crushed Sheeta with the nightcap for a 2 count. Saraya put a can of spray paint in her waistband and grabbed the kendo stick. Ref Paul Turner saw the kendo stick and pulled it away as the referee turned his back to toss the kendo stick out of the ring. Saraya went to her backup plan and sprayed Sheeta in the eyes with the can of paint. Saraya drilled Sheeta with a second nightcap, but Sheeta kicked out at 2. Hikaru Shida will not be denied, said Excalibur. Sheeta planted Saraya with the Falcon Arrow. She went to cover Saraya, but Saraya countered with Sheeta countered that, rolling up Saraya and pinning her. And new AEW Women's Champion Hikaru Shida. Alright, so next we have Renee was backstage with AEW World Champion MJF. MJF says, "I'm not just in the mood to be interviewed. I just want to call my boy and get some advice. Please pick up Adam." Adam Cole answered. MJF said he'd been trying to get a hold of Adam Cole for days. Adam Cole... Sorry. Oh, god dang it. Well, pretty soon I'll be fixing this. This section here. Adam Cole answered. MJF said he'd been trying to get a hold of Adam Cole. Says he's apologized and said he was still helping Roderick Strong because Strong was injured. Yeah, but he's just faking his injury. You're actually injured. MJF says, "Adam Cole, I need your help. I'm getting attacked left and right by Bullet Club Gold. They stole the Triple B. Samoa Joe apparently wants another title shot, and Juice Robinson has opened some old wounds, dude." Adam Cole says, "Max, can you hear me? Rowdy is in the middle of nowhere. The phone lost reception, and the line went dead." The Acclaimed walked up to MJF. Caster said he overheard the phone call. Caster said he figured the Acclaimed could team with MJF to take on the Bang Bang Gang. MJF walked away upset. Daddy Ass told Caster to hold on 1 second. "When did you think you could just offer up our services? And what is your invitation with MJF?" when asked Daddy Ass. Caster says, "We started wrestling together." Yes, I remember. In New Jersey. Wrestle Pro. When he was with Grimm's Toy Show Wrestling. I've known him for 10 years, and he's my friend. I think he needs our help. Plus, I like when he plays hard to get. Oh boy. So we got our main event time. Rated R superstar Adam Copeland versus Luchasaurus with TNT champion Christian Cage. But was he really out there? No. Before the match, Christian Cage said he is not Luchasaurus and Nick Wayne's leader. He is their father. Christian Cage asked why Adam Copeland didn't want to help him when he was getting held back a few years ago. And Adam was being pushed to the moon. You need me. I don't need you. But I can say I blame you for being a fan, Adam. Wait, was he out there? I thought he was out back. I have a lot of fans around the world. In fact, I know your family, Beth. I know your wife, Beth, is a huge fan. Adam Copeland charged to the ring. Nick Wayne grabbed onto Copeland's leg. Luchasaurus booted Copeland in the face. Luchasaurus followed up with a extinction lariat before the bell rang. Luchasaurus spiked Adam with a tombstone piledriver for a near fall. Christian sat on the ramp, watching the match. Luchasaurus whipped Adam into the turnbuckles. Luchasaurus body slammed Adam Copeland. Luchasaurus fired off a combination of strikes to Adam Copeland. Luchasaurus suplexed Adam Copeland. Outside the ring, Nick Wayne shoved Adam Copeland into the ring post. Luchasaurus pulled the ring steps. He was going to plant Copeland on them. Copeland fired back with shots and then DDT'd Luchasaurus onto the arena floor. Copeland splashed Luchasaurus across the back. Cope connected with elbow strikes, but Luchasaurus countered with a headbutt. Copeland blocked a chokeslam and rocked Luchasaurus with a Imperial DDT for a near fall. Copeland and Luchasaurus jock-eyed for position on the top turnbuckles. Copeland superplexed Luchasaurus. Christian Cage walked closer to the ring, and the referee was distracted. The referee turned around, ordering Christian Cage to back away. While this was happening, Nick Wayne propped up a chair between the turnbuckles. Copeland went on for the spear, but Luchasaurus dodged him, sending Copeland headfirst into the steel chair. Luchasaurus chokeslammed Copeland, but Copeland kicked out. Copeland avoided the extinction from Luchasaurus. Copeland ran off the ring, jumped off the ring steps, and speared Luchasaurus on the arena floor, which that was awesome. Back in the ring, Copeland was looking for another spear. Nick Wayne jumped onto the ring apron and distracted the referee while Christian Cage jumped on the outside of the ring. Christian Cage was going to hit Copeland with a TNT championship, but Copeland yanked it out of Christian Cage's hand and rammed it into, oh yes, that's right, he was out there, sorry, Luchasaurus' head. Copeland threw the title back to Christian Cage. Luchasaurus turned around and thought Christian Cage was the one who hit him with it. Luchasaurus turned around and Copeland speared him. Copeland covered Luchasaurus and pinned him for the victory. After the match, Nick Wayne blocked Adam Copeland. Nick Wayne and Luchasaurus stomped Copeland. Danielson ran into the ring and clocked Christian. Danielson jumped into the ring and went after Nick Wayne. Luchasaurus drilled Danielson with a high boot. Wheeler Yuta and Claudio sprinted to the ring to even up the odds. The Mogul Embassy came down and began to brawl with the Blackpool Combat Club. Hangman Adam Page joined the fray, and he and Swerve exchanged strikes. Copeland speared Nick Wayne. Danielson applied a bell lock on Christian Cage, and Cage tapped. And he continued tapping and tapping and tapping. Will this be the scene this Saturday on Collision at Will this be the scene this Saturday on Collision at a special time? Start time at 7 p.m. Christian Cage, Bryan Danielson, one of the one-on-one for the TNT Championship. With that ending, no, I don't see it happening. I see the ending all the time when you can tell who's gonna win and not win before their match, because with Daniel Bryan making him tap, Bryan, you watch, mark my words, Bryan's going to lose. And if he does, you're going to be like, oh yeah, he's right. Every time when the man has the advantage before their match, they're going to lose. Well, sometimes it doesn't happen, but yeah, it does happen. Actually, yeah, it does happen. This Friday, tune in to AEW Rampage at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on TNT. Catch AEW Dynamite on TBS next Wednesday live at 7 Central from the Fort Bend Epicenter in Rosenberg, Texas. Special start time at 6 Central. Don't miss AEW Collision on Saturday on TNT from the Huntington Center in Tolan, Ohio. And remember, the home of professional wrestling is All Elite Wrestling. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back Thursday for Impact Wrestling. I'm unstoppable, and I'm out.
Hey, everybody, it's your boy Skiz here. And if you don't subscribe to Blonde and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy-ass bitch motherfucker.